Sometimes people are accustomed to being in the dark side. I don't know how to put it, but it's not always the coolest thing to be, especially to people who have gone through things that are not very cool. Having been born in the 80s myself and growing up in the 90s, I will have to point out that I grew up pretty much in an era where social darkness really started to be acceptable. And social gothic characteristics or personalities or enthusiasts were placed pretty much to fight against the brightness of things that we were against just because of an immoral basis or idealism. This actually is based on the adults who were born in between the late 60s and 70s that led up to the 80s kids, or even the kids that were born in the 70s and the 80s to become part of a generational pool. Along with the concept of 3 series of beings that arrived after a major catastrophe. The first set being those that took in the trauma and had to cope with it and might not have known how to deal with it. Pretty much what you call a veteran of wars that were messed up, that have PTSD and things like that, and didn't have skills or tools or anything other than ancient teachings that had to do with brutality and being whipped up to shape and overcoming stuff without therapeutic causes. And even after that, the therapy was added on after having, the bone rut drilled into them. The second group is basically the compassionate, the empaths, the people that are there to help out, and they're given the tools that are there to help them help others by being helped themselves. They also face the fact of being empaths or people that are put through trauma as well, based on the concept of understanding. And then the third are the people that are supposed to be the recovery or the rebuilding, which means basically, most likely, people who are supposed to be of the disciplines that lead up to that, which might mean war, which means something that is supposed to do reconstruction, which means that there's supposed to be a breakdown or a destruction of something in order to create or rebuild or make something better. If you are facing yourself in the dark, remember that you can live free or die hard by knowing that you're most likely someone from the third series, and that means that you have to know the reason of why war and why it's to make things better.